They say your eyes are the window to your soul.
The window to your soul. Grown-ups always think when you meet someone,
you should look them in the eyes.
Look them in the eyes.
Some grown-ups say you can smile with your eyes.
I think what they're saying is that is the best way to get to know someone.
By looking inside them. Getting to know their hopes.
Their dreams. What they love. What they think is fun.
All that stuff that makes us who we are.
I think they're white. That's the best way to get to know me. Me too. Hi, I'm Anomalies. And I'd like you to meet my best friend, Genesis. Hi. I'm Billy, and this is my friend, Andrew.
Hey.
I'm Luke. And I'm Luke's friend, Chris. Nice to meet you.
I'm Winston.
And I'm Andrew. I'm Winston's best friend. Nice to meet you.
I was born in an unexpected way. And to me, that makes me me. It's normal. But to most others,
It's unexpected.
Doctors call it facial anomaly.
Because it's not what usually happens.
in all other ways, I'm just a regular kid. I think and feel. Play and learn. Just like you. And my facial anomaly is just one part of who I am.
It makes Billy who he is.
I was born with a cleft lip and a cleft palate. I was born with lymphoma. I was born with a port wine stain. I was born with facial paralysis.
Most doctors agree that there are many different types of facial anomalies.
Facial anomalies are congenital. That means they're part of you when you're born.
No one knows for sure what causes facial anomalies. Doctors are working hard to figure it out.
What we do know is that facial anomalies are not a disease. They are not contagious.
You can't touch my facial anomaly.
It's not contagious.
It's because of the way I was born.
Winston wouldn't be Winston without it.
Some facial anomalies are mild, like a small birthmark.
Like my brother, he has a birthmark right here on his forehead.
And some are severe and require surgery.
Like mine, I had 7 surgeries before I was 9 years old. I had 2 surgeries before my first birthday.
The type of facial anomaly that Luke was born with is called facial paralysis.
Hi, my name is Dr. O, and I help kids at the Vascular Birthmark Institute of New York. And now I have the opportunity to help you learn more about facial paralysis. Facial paralysis affects our facial nerves. We have 2 facial nerves, one on each side of our face. They control all of our facial expressions, how we smile, blink, and frown, to name just a few. Facial paralysis happens when one or both facial nerves just doesn't work right or is missing.
When I went to the dentist, she gave me a shot and I couldn't move the right side of my mouth. It was hard for me to smile or chew. My facial paralysis is a little bit like that, but I struggle moving my whole face all the time.
Like all facial anomalies, facial paralysis can be mild or more serious, especially if corrective surgery is not performed. It is estimated that 2 in every 1,000 babies is born with some form of facial paralysis. You may have a friend, a family member, or know somebody who is born with facial paralysis or has experienced facial paralysis.
That is one part of who I am.
The type of facial anomaly that Anomalies has is a port wine stain.
Hi, my name is Hannah Storm. I'm a television journalist, and I help kids like Annalise who were born with a vascular birthmark through the Hannah Storm Foundation. I was born with a port wine stain too, right here. And when I'm not wearing all this makeup for TV, you can see it below my left eye. And now I have the opportunity to help you learn more about port wine stains. A port wine stain is a birthmark made up of a group of blood vessels under the skin. Even moles are birthmarks. You might have a birthmark too.
I have a birthmark. It's on my leg.
Like all facial anomalies, some vascular birthmarks are small and mild. Some are bigger, and they can be very serious. Approximately 1 in 10 children have some kind of vascular birthmark. You might have a friend or a family member. You probably know somebody with a vascular birthmark or a port wine stain.
It makes me who I am.
Winston's facial anomaly is called lymphangioma.
Hi, my name is Dr. Wayner, and I help children who were born with facial anomalies at the Vascular Birthmark Institute of New York with the help of the Wayner Children's Vascular Anomalies Foundation. And now I have the opportunity to help you learn more about lymphangiomas. A lymphangioma affects our lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system is made up of a network of tubes or channels that travel all over our body, pretty much like a highway system. These tubes or channels remove the excess fluid from our bodies.
My doctor said she's checking my lymph nodes when she's checking those bumps on either side of my neck.
Lymph nodes are a part of the lymphatic system. We find them on certain points along the highway, like gates or checkpoints.
My lymph nodes don't work in the usual way.
When you're born with a lymphangioma, like Winston, your lymph nodes or gates along this highway get blocked. It's like too much traffic on bad roads. This causes the area to swell. Most of these traffic jams occur in the face or neck, and that's why we call them facial anomalies. Like all facial anomalies, some lymphangiomas are small and mild, but some grow big and become very serious. 1 out of every 3 children who are born with this type of facial anomaly have a lymphangioma. You may have a friend or family member or even know someone who is born with a lymphangioma.
It makes me my amazing self.
The type of facial anomaly Billy was born with is cleft lip and cleft palate.
Hi, my name is Dr. Bill McGee, and I help kids with cleft lip and cleft palate through an organization that I founded with my wife called Operation Smile. And now I have the opportunity to help you learn more about cleft lip and cleft palate. A cleft is a split between 2 things, and a palate is the roof of your mouth. You can feel the roof of your mouth with your tongue and feel the line that runs down the middle of it.
I can feel mine right here.
When all of us were a developing baby, our palate was separated into 2 halves. For most of us, that line was formed when the two halves of our palate grew together. But for some babies, like Billy, the two halves of that palate unexpectedly stayed separate. We call that a cleft palate.
The two sides of my palate stayed separated, but I had surgery when I was a baby to repair it.
Some babies are born with a cleft lip. If you look at your lip in the mirror, you can see two ridges that come from your nose down to your lip.
Mine are right here.
When all of us were a developing baby, our lip was separated into two halves. For most of us, those ridges were formed when the two halves of our lip grew together. But for some of us, like Billy, those two halves unexpectedly stayed separated on one side or on both sides. We call that a cleft lip.
This side of my lip stayed separated right here. But I had surgery when I was a baby to repair my lip too.
Like all facial anomalies, a cleft lip and cleft palate can either be mild or serious, especially if corrective surgery is not performed. It is estimated that worldwide a child is born every 3 minutes with a cleft. You may have a friend or a family member or know someone who was born with a cleft lip or cleft palate.
The way my lip and palate are is normal to me. It's just part of the package that is Billy.
When you're born with a facial anomaly, the anomaly itself is benign.
That means that the unexpected way that you grew is not by itself dangerous.
My facial anomaly is not dangerous. Doctors say it's benign.
It's not like an infection or a disease. It's just a part of my body that's a little different.
But if facial anomalies get too big, grow out of control, or the necessary surgeries aren't performed to repair them, they can cause serious problems.
It can make it hard to breathe, see, eat, and talk.
Doctors can help kids with facial anomalies in all kinds of ways. Treatment depends on the kind of problem the facial anomaly is causing. One common way that doctors help kids with facial anomalies is through surgery.
Doctors can solve a lot of problems my facial anomaly caused by doing surgery.
Some kids with facial anomalies have to go through a lot of surgeries.
When I was a baby, the doctors repaired my lip and palate so I could eat and breathe normally. I don't like missing time with my friend and feeling sick afterwards.
I'm proud of Billy. He's gone through a lot.
I feel really lucky to have these surgeries. Some kids don't have the chance.
It's hard to go to so many surgeries. They hurt a lot. I didn't even like shots. I'm proud of Winston. He has to go through a lot. But it's worth it because they help me breathe, talk, and eat.
Annalise goes for surgeries all the time for her facial anomalies. She's really brave. My mom sings to me while I fall asleep with them. It makes it easier. She sings Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's worth it to have surgeries for my facial anomaly because every time my birthmark gets lighter and more under control.
Luke had to go to another country to get his surgeries. He's really tough. I went to Canada for my surgeries. It took a long time too, but it was worth it because now I can move my face and even smile.
I'll have 12 surgeries before I turn 18. I have had 30 surgeries so far.
I had 9 surgeries total.
I have 20 surgeries and treatments.
Surgery and other treatments help children with facial anomalies so much, but there are still many ways in which life with a facial anomaly will be a little different.
My lip will always have a scar, right here. That's okay, makes me look tough. Even though my birthmark gets lighter, I will always be there. That's okay, I like the shape of it. I think it looks like a friendly ghost.
My face is bigger than most people. But a lot of people work hard to stand out. I'm lucky because I was born that way.
Since my face doesn't move like everyone else's, it looks different. but that doesn't change who I am on the inside, or my ball handling skills.
I've known Billy for so long, I just see Billy. I don't see any scars or anything.
I never think about Annalise's birthmark. I just like how fun she is and doing gymnastics with her and playing.
Winston's face doesn't look like mine, but no one's does. We all have a unique look. We're all just a regular kid on the inside.
Luke's just a regular kid. He plays sports, he's athletic, and he's a very good dancer. Yeah, I am a good dancer.
So am I.
The only time I even think about Billy's facial anomaly is when he has to leave school to go to speech therapy or has trouble talking.
When my palate and teeth make it hard for me to form certain sounds. I go to speech therapy twice a week. I work hard on my speech. And I'm going through dental procedures to make it easier to talk. It's important to me that people understand what I say.
I am a speech therapy too. I like it when people give me a little time to say things.
Because I have a pleasant thing to say.
Winston tells funny jokes all the time. Sometimes I have to wait for him to finish or ask him to say it again. I don't talk for him and I don't walk away while he's talking. I just tell people to hold on and let Billy finish what he's saying.
If you could just give someone 10 seconds, 10 seconds, you can count it in your head.
You can make a friend who would change your life forever. It's awesome.
Luke's facial anomaly makes it harder for him to eat. When Luke was younger, in the lunchroom at school, a teacher asked him to close his mouth while he was chewing. He just didn't understand. Another teacher explained that because of his facial anomaly, Luke can't close his mouth all the way. I usually just close my mouth while I'm eating, like this.
Mashed potatoes can be my enemy. So can tacos. They irritate my palate. Brussels sprouts are my enemy. I do not like when my mom tries to make me eat them.
For some reason, I can't eat a popsicle without it dripping all over me.
We all have things we have to think about when we're eating.
I have lunch with Winston a lot. We eat in the nurse's office. She helps him eat through his feeding tube. We still get to have lunch together. It's cool, Winston just eats a little differenter than me. I eat from a feeding tube right here. I like inviting Andrew to lunch with me because he's a good friend. It's easy to be a good friend to someone who is living with a facial anomaly.
I love being friends with Annalise. She's always there for me. We play at recess almost every day. She tells the funniest jokes.
Being friends with Winston is so fun. We love to play water balloons in the backyard. One time he got me with one right on the head. We laugh so hard.
Luke is a great friend. Whenever we hang out, he always makes me smile.
Billy is the best. He's a good dancer and a great athlete. He's always kind to my little sister when she tries to play with us. I like that. And he's always sticking up for people.
Dr. McGee says that my cleft lip and cleft palate are my unique gifts, and they make me more sensitive to my community, friends, and family. I promise him I use my gift every day. I really care about people.
I work hard to be the best friend I can be.
Having friends is a burden to me.
It's easy to be my friend. Just treat Annalise like any other kid. Just treat me like any other kid.
Just like any other kid, kids with facial anomalies don't like to be made fun of.
Or walked away from.
Or ignored.
It hurts my feelings.
It makes me sad.
So please, don't laugh at kids with facial anomalies, or any kid.
Or call them names.
And please don't stare at their facial anomalies.
Please don't stare at me.
I understand you're curious. And really, who wouldn't want to stare at this handsome face?
Or this handsome face.
Oh, this one. But staring won't answer your questions. I'll help you get to know me.
It just made me feel bad. Staring at me won't answer your questions.
But your parents or teachers will.
And the internet is full of information about facial anomalies.
You can search it.
Everyone makes mistakes.
But when you know better, you do better.
And when you take the time to know better about facial anomalies, you can teach others about it.
You can show them this video. Because we all want to go about things. I get it. When you first see my facial anomaly, you may not know what to say to me.
What to say to me? That's an easy one. Easier than you think.
You say hi. Hello.
Howdy. Or you can even just wave.
Or smile. Smiling works great.
And not all smiles are the same.
Thank goodness. That would be boring.
Please, don't take your smile for granted.
There's a lot of power in your smile.
Kind of like a superpower.
So use your smile.
It can really make someone stay.
A lady smiled at me at the grocery store. That made me feel great.
And you can do what grown-ups say and look me in the eyes when you're talking to me.
So you get to know me on the inside.
Because I'm a pretty interesting guy.
Maybe our eyes are a window to who we are on the inside.
Because this face is part of who I am. Not just the kid with the facial anomaly.
There's so much more to me.
I was born in an unexpected way.
But when you take the time to learn about facial anomalies,
When you take the time to learn about lymphangioma,
cleft lip and cleft palate,
Port wine stain birthmarks,
Facial paralysis.
You will have the knowledge.
the knowledge you need to understand.
Understand that some kids have a facial anomaly.
But they're still a kid.
Just like you.
Just like you.
Just like you.
Just like you.
Please help us educate the world about facial anomalies and end bullying by watching and sharing the film, Just Like You, Facial Anomalies. Because when we know better, we do better.